John, Max told me that he would like you to represent him as a judge member of the jury panel. Please welcome. Thank you, John. That's yours. Please. All right. Sorry for these technical problems when we're all searching for and looking for our judges. Okay, we'll start. Today will be a great day of competition because I've checked all the startups and they are all excellent. They have very good ideas, the team are great, and you'll see by yourself what the pitches will be. First of all, I would like to introduce you our judges. So please welcome with your warm applause each judge I would like to welcome. Tanya Marinic, Belbis Group of Company, and I'm a guru. Your applause. Robert Nivert, 500 Startups. Robert? Yes, this applause for you. Thank you that you come to us. John Sorachello, congratulations. Okay. Juan Alonso Villalobos, Startup Wise Guys. Choose Lazana, Business Angel. Moritz Bergant, Fairway. All right, Cross Sprint. And of course, Kirill Golub, B-Band, Angels Band, and Lead Band. Thank you very much that you've come to us. All right. What about the prizes of today's startup competition? Oh, they're pretty cool. So first of all, full covered startup study tour to USA to the winner. Please make your full covered startup study tour to the USA. And of course, one of the winners of startup competition would get an invitation to Get in the Ring Global Startup Competition final happening during Get in the Ring Global Meetup 2019 in Berlin on June. Yes. So the prizes are amazing. The judges are outstanding. And of course, the startups are brilliant. So are you ready, guys? No, I can hear you. Are you ready? Okay, before we start, I need your help. Just help me. I will start the countdown from 5, and when it will be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I would like you all shout out, go, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you all shouting out and yelling, go, okay? So be ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! All right, so first team, I would like to welcome on this stage. Please welcome with warm applause, Rocket DAO. Yes!
Yay!
So startups are on a strict schedule. Just 3 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for questions from the judges. No more and no less. And the next team who will come up on the stage is Pythia, so be ready. So good luck.
Thank you very much.
Startup Rocket DAO. For your attention.
Let's start. Hello, everyone. My name is Carol. I'm the head of Rocket DAO community. And I want to start with quite urgent today's problem: interaction between startups and investors. Investors spend resources on improving startup attraction funnel, which means that costs on searching and selecting promising startups among thousands are rising. At the same time, 80% of startups are looking for investments, while only 5% of them do really know how to attract them. Moreover, projects usually don't know what unified package of documents they should prepare for investors. So, there is a fundamental paradox on the market. Startups claim there are no investments, investors complain about the lack of promising projects. The aim of Rocket DAO is to create a uniform standard for project evaluation, approved by the expert community, adopted by investors, and regularly upgraded. And today, I welcome you to join our private platform test. You can do it using the links on the slide. So, how does that work? On the platform, we create the funnel for startups to get access to investors. If a startup only fills project card with basic information, then a chance to get investments is quite low. The opportunity to be noticed becomes more likely to be reached with every passing step, providing product metrics and real statistics, then creating business plan on the platform, and the last stage, is adding more information and documents proving the validity of data provided to pass due diligence. The last stage is possible only through RocketDAO experts. I'm the head of community, and I work on creating viable, open, decentralized expert community which generates and develops startup evaluation standards and undertakes their due diligence. Current approaches to project assessment used by funds are not being improved because they're non-public and centralized. And generally, open systems have much more advantages than closed ones because every participant can contribute to it. And our expert community, which already includes more than 100 specialists from all over the world, has created startup evaluation system. We successfully tested it while conducting due diligence for multi-project. And now we are assessing 2 more startups, and we get a lot of requests from projects that are willing to be evaluated. Furthermore, 5 investment funds expressed their intention.
Sorry, we're on tight schedule. 3 minutes for each.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and this applause for you. And like 2 minutes for questions from judges. Who will be the first? Juan.
Hi.
Hello.
What is the business model? Who pays for what?
Look, we are going to test a subscription model for startups and investors. And on the last stage, we're going to take commission from crowdfunding on the platform.
Yes?
Could you tell a bit more about your competitors in the market? Because I know there are some out there, but who do you see as competitors?
It's a very good question. Well, we have, our competitors are platforms and marketplaces where they try to connect startups and investors. But they don't have our solution, project evaluation. That's our feature. So you can see on the slide here the main competitors. You know this.
I know a few others, but let's talk afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Other questions?
So, about the team, because you're doing due diligence, that means serious things. So can you tell us about the team?
Sure.
Experience?
Yeah, it's a very nice question. I know that everyone is looking for a good team, and our founders and our team who are working on the product have vast experience in managing and developing projects in IT industry, and also our founders have investing experience too. So you can just remember these faces. You can find them there today, all of them, and you can just speak with them in margins. Mm-hmm.
Due to the nature of the business, you're probably going to target seed stage startups initially, because like if a startup is at Series C or D, the evaluation is pretty much straightforward because they have P&L, very much known practices. But how are you going to evaluate seed stage startup? It's very difficult to attain a value to them.
We have 10 methodologies developed by the expert community, and for each parameter, we evaluate the startups. Moreover, we evaluate startup according to different rounds, pre-seed, seed, round A, B, and while evaluation, we give them, we write down which round they are in now. So that's it.
Okay, that's all the questions. So please, applause to RocketDAO.
Thank you very much.
She was the first. You made a great job.
If anyone wants to look our due diligence through, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so next startup who will come up on this stage will be Pythia, so please welcome with your applause. And don't forget, they are nervous. It's kind of nervous to showing up here and pitching in front of such a good and excellent startup judges who have all right. But it's nervous, of course. It's nervous to pitching up for this crowd. Okay, so please support them. Don't be too don't be too loud, but stay quiet and help them with your attention. So Pythia, and next one is getting Flyser. Pythia on the stage. You're welcome.
Every single day, millions of support agents around the globe solve the same support requests. Who wants to solve them forever? Nobody. That's why today, many businesses are truly trying to automate processing of your numerous support requests. But in practice, it's still a long and costly process. And even big companies like PayPal make automation fails like this one. It's time to tell the truth. Conversational automation today is like a child. It's a long way to the truly conversational agents, and even longer to autonomous agents, who should completely manage themselves, doing knowledge acquisition, usage, optimization, and even creation. However, this is our long-term vision, and Pythia is our first step toward this goal. Conversational automation is very difficult for the future, but it brings much more value. So why today doing the project like Pythia? After initial hype around chatbots, this innovation passed its death valley. Now, society, technology, and business are open to conversational automation like never before. That's why the market of conversational automation is already huge and grows rapidly. Customer support takes around 80% of this market, and the same about enterprises. Our key competitors like Digital Genius, Jatana, Ada, and others, they all provide smart reply suggestions, and some of them automate processing of simple requests like delivery tracking or order canceling. With Pythia today, we also provide smart replies and automated replies. End-to-end resolutions are coming soon. We use IBM Watson AI services to be speedy and cheap. We have extensive, many years experience in customer support consulting domain. We sell Pythia to enterprises as annual subscriptions and explore using pay-as-you-go model for SMBs. We have one paying enterprise client today and several major trials on the go to be our happy customers. This is our dream team. We know each other more than 5 years and have common business experience. Visit our website for demo and more, and start your automation journey today. Thank you.
Great, like time to time. All right. Thank you very much. And now questions from the judges. John?
It's not a question, actually, a little bit more of a feedback. We kind of know about these a lot, these chatbots and everything and smart assistants, but you didn't tell us about the product. And without showing the product, I really don't know what to ask you, honestly. So it would be better if you add more information about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, after you.
What's always important with solutions like this is the kind of distribution strategy that you envision. So could you tell us a bit more about how you distribute this? So how you're going to reach all the customers globally?
Yeah, thank you for your question. First of all, for enterprises, it should be direct sales. And also, quite all support systems, they have marketplaces where we can publish our app to attract. Also, this domain is quite hot in knowledge, in real cases, in experience, successful experience. So we're aiming on content marketing too.
But are you then going to set up a whole sales system, so your own salespeople who will go on the road and try to sell your solutions to the enterprises? So you're not, are you collaborating with, let's say, distribution partners, or are you going to create your own sales team globally?
Yeah, we are also aiming to partner with some integrators and people who implement customer service software.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one question from Juan, sorry.
Sorry, I'm pretty agnostic myself. I don't believe too much in this iRobot thing. But why are you different from all the others who are saying that they are doing customer support with clever machines behind?
So we have some small unique features compared to our competitors, like advanced search of uncertain place, for example. But now we are latecomer, yeah, it's a truth. And we try to get best efficiency of the features like we have. So doing customer development right now, I'm seeing a lot of cases where we can compete with other competitors at the moment. Yeah.
All right, that's all. Thank you very much.
you.
Your applause to Pythia. Okay, and please welcome with your warm applause, Flyzer. The floor is yours. Where is the applause?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Just a sec.
They need to change, like some kind of change for the presentation, and I wanted to work with you guys. When I tell that we need to support our startups, I hope that you all applaud like it's the last time when you're applauding. Thank you very much. This is all for you. Don't be nervous. Everything will be good. Our judges, they're so kind. They will ask you the very gentle questions. Maybe except one. Okay, sorry. Oh my God. Thank you very much. We will switch
Really?
you. Yeah, we will
No.
switch you. Sorry. Okay, they will already fix it.
Fix
Sorry.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
you stay on the stage.
Okay.
Sorry for it. Sorry for
It's
like
okay.
disturbing you. But be ready.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're okay?
Yeah.
All right. Are we okay? Are the presentation is ready? The presentation, oh? Technical guys? Guys? How are you?
That's great.
That's
Just
great.
a bit nervous.
No,
So
don't be
many
nervous.
people. Oh.
Why are you nervous?
A lot of
You're-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, mine.
They're too scary. They're actually all in the shadow. Like you don't even see them.
Yeah, I just see several.
Several?
Yeah, just this one.
It's your ex? Your ex is here?
No, no. Well, let's start.
Okay, that's all? Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything's
that's,
ready?
That's fixed.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
your clicker.
Oh, so just,
You have 3 minutes.
where's it?
It's yes. Yeah, start.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
This one.
We have to click further.
And
Okay.
this one. But
So,
okay,
hello
let's go.
everyone. And actually, in the past month, how many of you thought that today I should go to the gym, but then finally found an excuse not to go there? You don't need to tell me, because I'm sure that many of you can relate, and so do I. Let's see. You know, the thing is that everything's clear. Fitness is based on monotony. It kills us. And repetitive exercises, it's still quite boring. But what if I offer this man to put on VR headset so we can combine VR gaming and fitness? Let's have a look. Well, finally, you see that I managed to revive his enthusiasm. And by the way, my name is Artyline, and I'm Flyzer product manager and co-founder. So today with Flyzer, we are going to upgrade your understanding of fitness to the next level. You know that with Flyzer, you can level up your in-game character while leveling up in life. Just imagine all these features. You know that this machine is great for shoulder, jodel, and arms. And recommended session is from 5 up to 15 minutes. Just imagine this number of people, how much of them they afraid and for themselves to go to the gym. A lot of, definitely. And this is our model. You see that we have B2B and B2C models based on subscription. We offer these packages. And you see that Flyzer fitness devices and some VR experiences, they are already included.
Currently, we are looking for investments of about $5 million, as we are going to manufacture this number of Flysers. As well, we are going to produce 5-year experiences, and certainly we need further promotion. And this is our roadmap. You know that we just started in 2018 in August, but since that time, we have already exhibited Flysers twice internationally, and we signed 5 partnership agreements. So initially, we are going to enter the markets of Russia, UK, and the US. Well, you know that we have 2 more areas of Flyzer growth, rehabilitation and game. As for Flyzer Rehab, you know that we believe it can be a real breakthrough for upper body rehabilitation, phobia treatment, and even, we hope, autism treatment. Flyzer Game. This one is a great machine for flying, diving, racing, VR games. And finally, this is our team. Serge and Henri, they are brothers, and they have domain expertise in machines and mechanisms and VR, and me, product manager. So actually, you should just go downstairs and check our machine at the startup fair. That's it.
That's it. Great. You should be nervous. Everything was perfect. Thank you very much for your presentation. So, questions from the judges. Choose.
Well, thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you.
I have one question. So it's supposed that it's a machine to do sports. So can you tell us about the product? I mean, I see someone that is just lie down. So how is he doing sport?
I can tell you, definitely. So actually, you should just lay on this machine, and you should just like physically change the position of handles. Yeah, sure. So you just like moving these handles, like back and forth, and this just changes the body position in space while having a VR session. So that is why this machine is like give you an opportunity to have really active VR, because mainly, as for now, VR solutions, they just like, you just like take this controller and you just like have quite passive experience. That's it. Thank you.
Could you tell us a bit more about how you're going to service it? Because if you have these machines at, let's say, 20 different countries, it's always a challenge also to service the machines. Something breaks and you need partners to repair them. How are you going to do that?
So you know that actually we have our partners in the US, also in Europe, our Lithuanian partner, and also in United Arab Emirates. So with their help, we are going to give like the best service, and that is why we have like this business model based on subscription. So certainly, just with the help of them, we can just like have like if they don't like this machine, they can just like return them, and when we have like a new client, exactly these partners, they will deal with further partners, like with further clients. So it's like this.
Okay,
thank you.
You just had a few sales, and then you're jumping to $5 million fundraising with 1,500 machines. And in that respect, I'm not convinced as an investor. I would love to see whether people like this product. Okay, for a first time, it's a good trial, but whether people are continuously using it, is it becoming like a hype? You should also put some testimonials that people are crazy about it, that kind of stuff that you need to show us as well.
You mean like more video content? Yeah? Okay, so you know that actually we sell like 2 machines in the first expo, but actually it wasn't our goal. At that time, we were just like having the testing. We need to understand like people's reaction. But at that time, this customer, they persuade us to do it. Because just like, it was quite easy for us just to sell it at that time and not to get it back to Belarus. And exactly as for now, we upgraded 3 versions, also like 3 of them. And now we are ready to make more pieces of this one and just for global such kind of sales, but through subscription.
Okay, thank you very much. Round of applause to our startups. That was great. Thank you. I have a small advice for you guys, or even a question. Could you hear this sound? It's really annoying, actually. Sorry for such rude word. But if you're here and you're listening to pitches, please be patient and be quiet and be respectful for those who are coming up to the stage. If you need to talk with someone, you can go downstairs to the second or to the first floor and make deals, I don't know, make phone calls and etc. But if you're here, please be quiet, and I really want to hear only this voice. So please be quiet. Thank you very much. Okay. And I would like to introduce you our next startup called Artyline.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Helen, CEO and founder of Artyline. We help UX designers to convert Sketch to ready screen in a snap. Technology changed industries, and now time to design sphere. Let's meet Laura. Last summer, she started new project as a UX designer. But the problem that 80% of time was wasted to the routine operation. But today, Laura uses Artyline and free up time to creative work. Artyline is AR design service for instantly creating interactive, high-fidelity prototypes based on the sketches using computer vision. We offer so simple plan. Just draw your sketch, scan it, use Artyline, and get ready screen. And Laura not alone. 17 million UX designers and startups need to create prototype faster for visualize and validate their ideas. And just think about that daily burn thousands of new products, and all of them need a design. And we are not one player, but our main advantage, AR visualization, help us to get results faster. And one more thing. We offer creative screen options with modern usability and UI guidelines in real time. It's very important for our users. Do you know how I know it? I conduct a great research. And as a plus, that's helped me find my first users and leads. We use freemium business model because it's a basic model for all modern design tools. We born here in Imaguru 7 months ago and raised money on a pre-seed stage, have beta testing users, and now on the pre-launch stage. Our next step, release and go to market. It's all possible because I have a great team with expertise in AR and UX. I'm here, we're here because we are fundraising. We are looking for 90-month investment to go to market. I'm Helen, CEO and founder of Artyline. And now, let's make your sketch alive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great. It's like 9 more seconds for you. We're looking for our next startup, VillaTular, so be ready. And right now, questions from the judges. Choose spot first.
Okay, so I'm very hardcore user of this kind of technology, okay, because I work with many startups and I love to design the applications. And I use Balsamiq mainly. So you have very tough competitors here. So which is your unique value or your competitors, let's say, advantages? What is doing your software that is different than the others?
Our main advantage, yes?
Yeah, I mean, why are you different?
Just see this slide with our competitors and our advantage. This one. So, in fact, we have 2 main advantages. AR visualization, it's very important. Why? Because we use this technology and use computer vision also because we need instantly recognize sketch elements and give result right in this moment. It helps understand each other's people instantly. So
it means that Artyline recognizes the components.
Yes, Artyline recognizes all components and also grouping it.
Okay.
And after that, give ready screen
That's very
in
interesting.
UI
That's very
styles.
interesting.
Thank you, Helen. Great presentation. Well, I
Thank
do
you.
remember several months ago you were discussing with the team different business models. So can you tell us a bit more? Who's your customer? Who will be paying for the product?
One second. Thank you for this question about our business model. Why freemium? Why freemium? Yes, it's a basic for all design tools, but also we want for that a lot of people, designers, but not only designers. Also, startups try to visualize their ideas, their sketches using Artyline.
So it's basically B2C.
Um,
Designers,
it's very
startup
interesting.
designers, or
It's very interesting, and I explain why. B2C, yes, but also if I am designer, I'm just use Artiline, go to my art director and tell, oh, it's very cool. Maybe we use all this tool. It's B2C2B model. And also, if I'm art director, I think that, oh, this tool help to create product in 1 week, not 1 month. Let's try it. Let's use it. And this is B2B2C also possible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The time is up. Sorry, the time is up for questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. And I would like to welcome on the stage our next startup, VillaTular. And the next will be giveaway, so be ready right there. We'll be waiting for you. The clicker, yes. Good luck. Applause, please. VillaTular.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Yahar Buben, and I'm a founder of Velotooler. I was a competitive cyclist since I was 17. I was a good cyclist, but I was a lousy bike mechanic. And about 3 years ago, I was no more a competitive cyclist, and means I was not getting a special treatment from a bike team mechanic. And there was no bike shop around, and if there was one, I needed basically to make sure a bike mechanic that working there was someone I needed. And cyclists are picky. When you fell in love with cycling and bikes, things get complicated. Basically, luckily for me, there are about 2 billion bicycles around the world, and they are growing. Basically, in 2017, I decided that I need a new bike, non-team bike, and I went online, looked for one, but I couldn't find the brand I needed. And the reason why, there was restrictions. Bikes, I needed to be put by professional bike mechanics, and you couldn't really ship them directly to a consumer. And that year, basically I ended up on eBay buying it in box. So it came in a box. So that was something we needed to change. And basically, the answer to that was clear. Last mile delivery by professional bike mechanics. And that's how it works. And that's what we did. Bicycle get delivered to a local bike mechanic. When things are all good, check out, it get delivered to a final customer. So also another good thing, at the same time, after our e-commerce partner gives us a customer, VillaTular becomes a bike mechanic Uber for that customer. Our today traction, basically, we have 170 active mechanics fully insured and verified. We're in 32 states. We cover 20% of all the US zip codes, and we had a pilot with Walmart that went pretty well, a bit crazy in a way. We're working on getting 10 enterprise partners. We also partnering with Shimano at the end of this year. Shimano is the largest bike components manufacturer in the world, and we're already working with 15 corporate bike fleets. Interested. Market is large, and right now we're bootstrapping and getting ready to scale inside in the US and outside, which means we have to start to sell more and increase our network.
Time is up.
Team.
Thank you very much. Your applause, VillaTular. Sorry for it, but the rules are for all. Questions from the judges. Who will first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. What is your product?
What is the product? I mean, it's a marketplace for bike mechanics. We just like an Uber. I mean, there's so does it answer?
Yeah,
I
thank
mean,
you.
there's various things. Yeah.
I must agree with my neighbor. It's so much information that you're giving to us, a lot of energy, so that's good. But it's still a bit unclear. So please, could you give us an example? I saw some customers on your slide, and also one in Amsterdam Cycling Company. So I'm from the Netherlands. So please tell me what kind of deal do you have with them?
We'll come and deal with it. So that's basically, if you ever purchase anything online, if you purchase a bike online, which is usually not really common in Netherlands because there's so many bike shops. Unfortunately, in the States, I mean, the number went from 4,000 to 350, and it's really decreasing because it's a different market size. So basically, we have a PO system that works with online vendors. So for example, this one is Shopify. So you plugged it in, it becomes just like a UPS to delivery. So bikes goes to a mechanic and everything tracked.
Okay.
So.
And is there also an insurance? Because if the mechanic doesn't do the right thing, so they're certified.
It was basically, it took us a while to get the similar insurance as Uber. So each of our mechanics are fully insured and
covered.
And
what's your margin? Huh? What's your margin?
It's 20%. Basically, we take 10% from the client and 10% from mechanic.
And 10% of the manual work?
10%,
from the
so
total
total
price.
is 20%. So if, for example, bike assembly costs 100, mechanic gets 90, and well, mechanic gets actually 81. So.
Okay, thank you.
One more.
When did you start, and what kind of investment do you need now?
We already started. As I said, we're in 32 states in this. We are looking to raise right now like for 500, basically to scale and to finish incorporating more clients. So, did I answer the question? Good.
Okay, thank you. It was great. It was fantastic. This applause is for you. Thank you very much. Give me a clicker. All right. I just want to tell you that I still hear some whispering at the end of the audience. Please remember my words. Be quiet. Thank you very much. And the next startup is giveaway. Round of applause.
Could I start?
3, 2, 1, start.
Hello, everybody. I have a very nice book here. It's called Homo Deus. I already read it, so I don't need it anymore. So who wants it for free right now? Okay, it's yours. I'll give you after. So that's what we are doing in our project. We just help people to get rid from the unnecessary things really fast and easy, and have some fun from this. Because it could be really boring to sell some things you don't need anymore. So, of course, your house does not look like this, but I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So, I begin to make solution with create communities and social network where people give away things for free. And now it's about 10% of our online audience in Belarus are engaged in this project, but we still have some problems inside because it's not so useful to give away things with it. So the second solution is to make application with a unique auction system and internal coins, which make it more useful for givers and takers, and also to give us an opportunity to scale the project and to make it more viral and to make some monetization through the selling these coins. So we already launched this application 1.5 months ago and took about 3-4 months for development. So people really like it. We got first revenue from coin selling, and Google Play is also like it. We are here in a good company in shop section. Everybody from Belarus knows all the companies there. It works quite simple. If anybody interested, I can explain in private. So the market is really huge, and it still grows up. So it's a good opportunity for us to take a piece of it. And there are some Flash players there and success stories which raise a lot of money. For example, Letgo has raised almost 1 billion last 4 years. So there are enough space for new players. We have some competitors here in Belarus. We start here because here we can improve our project, and we have a lot of subscribers to take experiments and improve our important metrics. So now we're testing internal coins selling monetization, but we have also a lot of opportunities to monetize the project. Here our team. And what we are looking for, we are raising 300,000 K to develop 2 applications and to reach 1 million installs.
Time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's perfect. The last slide. I love it.
Everybody can try right now.
Yes, of course. Don't forget to give the book. Questions? Yes. Tanya Marinic.
Thank you very much. My understanding you're starting here in Belarus, but actually you are planning to launch internationally. Who are your international competitors?
So my international competitors are not commercial now. So this is it. That's why they're not scaling fast. And it's a good opportunity for us to take the place. Because the simple classifiers, they are indirect competitors. They have like a section with free stuff, but they don't do this job we can do because we only focused on this.
No competitor is a bad sign.
But, excuse me, what I want to say is that this section in classifiers, it's one of the most popular, like in top 5.
A question about the market. There's this slide where you talk about this market size. Yeah, 100 billion annual revenue. But could you elaborate a bit more on what is this revenue?
What?
Elaborate. So give us some more insights in what are you talking about when you talk about annual revenue?
This is annual revenue of all classifieds in the world.
Okay, but it's, and then this part of free stuff?
It's what they did with selling of advertisement and other things for people who sell the products.
And how big is then the free stuff element of that?
So free stuff, this is one section of classifiers, which brings people also to classifiers because it's quite popular. And what we can do, because only 50% engaged in the C2C trading, and in Russia it's, for example, only 18%, it's very small part, so it's growing up. We can take some parts from the new market also.
Okay, thank you.
Well, very quick. Can you tell us a little bit more about the revenue model, your business model?
About business model, okay. So I have tested with communities the model where I can sell advertisement through my agency, and I have got some revenue here. And the model we're testing now in application, this internal coin selling, it looks like crowdfunding. So when people don't have enough internal coins to take some stuff, they can buy it in our project, and we also did some revenue. So I have some numbers to show in private. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This was it for you. And I would like to welcome the next competitor. So please introduce you Digi Options. I introduce you Digi Options. Please show me that you are full of energy. Yes, like some kind of.
Thank you. So, hello everybody. My name is Holger. I came here from Berlin, and I would like to show you Digi Options. Digi Options is a blockchain fintech, and we offer a decentralized exchange running on the blockchain. And on this decentralized exchange, we have digital option markets. So what is a digital option market? It's here. Suppose you want to take a bet on the Bitcoin. If you expect the Bitcoin to close within this shaded area, you have to pay 0.4 Ether, and if at the end of the day you're right, you will be paid 1 Ether. If you're wrong, you lose everything. That's life. So a digital option is a financial bet. DigiOptions is different. We are totally user-driven. As a user, you can open a market. You can open markets on cryptocurrencies, on foreign exchange rates, on stocks, on sports, on politics, on everything. And we are totally decentralized. You don't have to register. You don't have to open a bank account. You're going to the blockchain. You're peer-to-peer trading to another guy on the blockchain. And all you need is an internet browser and a crypto wallet. It's so simple. And our mission is to create a huge decentralized options universe. The business model, as a trader, you have to pay transaction costs to the market creators. As a market creator, you're looking for traders and liquidity. So you pay us, Digi Options, and we are the gateway to the digital option markets. We provide your market with traders and liquidity, and that's important. So our advantages is we have liquidity, we have no regulation, we have no central servers, we have a high level of securities. Remember, 1/3 of cryptocurrencies, crypto exchanges already has been hacked, and we have no infrastructure, we have the blockchain. And we're operating on a huge market. At least the crypto derivatives are expected to increase from 2 billion to 2,000 billion euros within the next years. So we have a prototype running already on the test blockchain, but that's just play money. We will go live in July on the real blockchain, and we're looking for a nice investment to boost up the company. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Like, just in time. Okay, questions from the judges. Good luck.
So, obvious question, how are you going to access to the market?
So, in former times, it was easy because we had a hype and customers were rushing.
You have the hype, but nobody knows you. So how are you going to access the market?
Yeah. So our business model is we will do online advertising. The fee we're being paid is an affiliate marketing fee. So we are advertising, we are gathering the traders, we're leading them to the markets. That's the business model, and that's what we're being paid for. So that's a new approach. We're a service provider on the blockchain.
You were saying that you're looking for a nice amount to
Yeah.
raise.
Yeah.
Please elaborate on that.
Yeah, so we're looking for a venture capital of 2 million euros, and for that we will offer a stake of 20% in Digi Options.
Okay, and what are the expectations? So what do you see as a roadmap for the coming, let's say, 2 years?
So we will go live, we will have the first traction, and our business plan expects to have an income of 3 to 4 million within the next 3 years.
Okay. And one last question. Regulation is always a challenge.
It is.
So how do you deal with the challenges of regulation in this market?
We are taking a totally decentralized approach. While we are providing software, we're not deploying the software to the blockchain. Markets are opened by users and traders. They must be aware that they might have a license to do it if they are residents of a country which requires it. If not, that's fine. We are just a service provider on the blockchain. We do not run the exchange. We do not fall under financial regulation.
I totally understand the cryptocurrencies, futures and options marketplace, but there are some really strong players in the market anyways. But when you come to a marketplace for options, like football matches, whatever, The problem is with digital currencies, they are assets, so they exist, whatever their fluctuations in prices. But with the other stuff like creating options, it sounds a bit like betting because these are not continuous assets. So that's the point that I didn't get really.
Yes, financial derivatives and options can be interpreted as being bets. You're totally right. And in some jurisdictions,
but with crypto assets, they're continuous assets. But with the options in terms of what's going to happen, A or B, then that asset dies away. If A happens and B doesn't happen, then it goes away. So it sounds more like a betting, not a futures and options marketplace, in my opinion. I'm not really convinced in that respect.
Okay. Yes, so we have a cryptocurrency like Ether. You're paying for that, and you're being paid in that. And then we have the event, which is defined, which can take place, which cannot take place, and that's the event you're betting on. We need an independent institution to say which event took place. And if we have that, we can at least have a huge universe, and maybe you will find a market which is interesting for you personally.
Okay, thank you for your questions. Thank you for your presentation. There is applause for you. Thank you. It was Digi Options. And please welcome next startup, AIVIA. The floor is yours. And 3 minutes. Good luck.
Hello everyone, my name is Anatol, I'm from AIVIA, CTO. We are building the marketplace for hedge funds, traders and investors based on blockchain and DLT solutions. So we developed the open protocol that is already deployed. Oops, sorry. That is already deployed on GitHub, so you can download the SDK and make your own hedge funds or some other financial organizations that could be fully decentralized and work on the blockchain with different types of investors. Here's our team, decentralized as well. USA, Ukraine, Russia, and we have full-time employees in Kharkiv, Ukraine, in our in-house office. So the main challenge of the market is the trust of investors to hedge funds. So if we take a look into 2017, as the hypes went up, we saw many hedge funds, many traders that took money from investors and promised them huge profits, and then fall down, and the investors lost their money. So we are providing fully transparent platform where investors can choose the funds and invest in them with cryptocurrency or USD-backed cryptocurrency like US dollars on blockchain, so through USD, for example. The main goals here that we provide fully transparent history of the fund, track record, reports, different types of graphs that could be analyzed by investor and to make a decision, the investment decision. And for the traders and hedge funds, we provide trading terminal, institutional grade trading terminal that allows to connect to multi-venues and make trades directly on different exchanges to prevent slippage, to handle the risk management, to prevent breakdowns and many other issues.
Time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. This was for your questions. Choose.
Thank you. It's not a question, it's a comment. I think your presentation was totally decentralized, and I disconnected totally. So I guess my partners will make you great questions to you because I understood nothing.
Yes, thank you.
Could you tell us a bit more about how you handle the arbitrage? Because the markets aren't fully liquid yet, if you look at all the exchanges. And why are you so good at this?
Yeah, we have a very strong solution for arbitrages. So we do it at the low latency level, where every microsecond is very important to steal the order from others. And that's what we do with our trading terminals. So you can build on top of them the arbitrage robots that will trade, for example, some margin trading, for example, on BitMEX. Just an example.
And why are you so bloody good?
Sorry?
Why are you so good? So why should hedge funds use you and not internal tools?
Because the hedge funds want to show the transparency to investors. So they want to show their track record for years. And that's what we provide them. There is no alternative right now for this solution.
Okay, John?
So there seems to be like two products you have. One is a futures and options fund itself, and then you have this dashboard that serves for hedge funds anyway. Don't you think that there are some big players in the previous one, and maybe you're far better off to go with this transparent solution and open it up instead of competing with other hedge funds and provide this service? What is your argument there? It's like you think they're combined and as one, they should be one, or that's the point I'm confused.
Okay, we want to go step by step to the market. It's not so simple that we will get directly these huge hedge funds that will come and trade with us. So first of all, we will do small portfolios with traders that are already on the market, and they're trading on different crypto exchanges. So they will use this terminal because it's much easier to show the statistics for the investors, and it's much easier to trade on different exchanges. So there are a lot of advantages to use this terminal, except of going to the exchange to open this website and see all these widgets and all this mess up. It's not professional right now, so there is no professional tool for that.
Don't you think that if that's the need of the market, instead of launching your own hedge fund, just go to really big hedge funds and provide this transparent and brilliant system
we don't build
as a
our
software
own
as a service?
We don't build our own hedge funds. We are the provider of the technical services in this case.
Okay. In the previous slide, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, we're just technical guys.
All right. Thank you, judges, for your question. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's applause for you. And let's play in my favorite game, Check the Silence. Perfect. Next startup is Glufee. Welcome with your applause.
Well, hi everybody. First of all, I wanted to thank you to Tanya and Anastasia and all the Imaguro team for the opportunity to come here. Also to Olga, Elena, and Demian Startup. Thank you for everything. Well, I wanted to start it with this question. What is the celiac disease? The celiac disease is a digestive disease caused by gluten whose symptoms are like a digestive, in the behavioral, muscular, and even in the fertility. In Spain, we have more than 400,000 celiacs in Spain. There are more than 2 million persons intolerant in gluten in Spain, and in the world, there are more than 70 million. And this number is increasing every year at 50%. So what is the big deal about the celiac word? The celiacs have a huge fear about the cross-contamination because a little part in the food of the celiacs could have a really good reaction, a really great reaction in the digestive system of the celiacs. The second thing is that there are a few specialized restaurants that offers gluten-free food. Please, can you please? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And 3, the poor variety of the dishes and the prices are very elevated. We have the solution, and this is Glufee. Well, Glufee. What is Glufee? Glufee is a ghost kitchen. We are going to be the first ghost kitchen specialized in gluten-free food. What is a ghost kitchen? It's a kitchen where you can only access online. So it's online service exclusively. What we offer security against the cross-contamination of the gluten food. Variety against to the few restaurants that offer this gluten-free product and the fair prices. The team is me, Jose Luis Iñani, and Javier Villalobos. What is the business model? It's very simple. We wanted to make it only the revenues of the 33% of the product sold. In this part, we are going to start to tasting the market. This is why in 25 of April, we are going to launch our minimum viable product in Malaga. And it's going to happen only for 10 days. For why? Because we wanted to having metrics and validation. All these early stage are going to compose in the marketing and the renting of the kitchen. This is the investment if the MVP works. What is the early stage? What is the target of our market share in this in the Spain market? The 1% of the 400,000 Spanish celiacs, the 1% of the 80 millions of euros billed per year, and the competitions are more than 1,000 in Spain.
Time is up.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's Glufee. That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, and questions? Do we have questions? Juan?
Let me understand something. So you are
a ghost kitchen.
Okay, but don't use that because I get lost. You're a restaurant, online restaurant, an online.
Yes, it's a very good question. This is a new concept that started to work in the United States that calls the ghost kitchen. What is the ghost kitchen? We are going to rent only a one kitchen. It's not, we are not going to rent a whole restaurant with waitress, with tables. It's only a kitchen. So if you wanted to order, you need to have the app. It's not physically, you can enter to this kitchen. So what is the tricky about this? Is because it's more scalable. So we can open more of this ghost kitchen in different parts of Spain. This is, okay.
Okay, this is the answer. Oh. Anyone else? Okay, who? You. Now you. No, please. Okay, you.
No, questions only.
Okay, can you? Okay, questions?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your competitors in Spain? Because the largest restaurant in Spain is a ghost kitchen, and I didn't see the logo.
Yes, at the end I show there are like more than 1,200 restaurants that specialize in restaurants and also stores. But the thing about this is that they are not, these restaurants don't offer only, they offer a little part of his menu of gluten.
Do you know Vitalista?
What?
Vitalista.
Vitalista in Spain.
Vitalista.
Yes.
This is your competitor.
Yes, it's one of the competitors. Like also Celiciando or Celiacos. They are another one. Yes, I put it there. There are a lot of that, but not specialized like us.
Okay, we only have a few seconds. Business model. Could you tell a bit more about that?
It's very simple. Only the 30% of the product sold. That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yep, applause. You did a great job. All right, so we have one more startup, the last startup, but the last but not least. So welcome with your applause, but first of all, yes, Zest, welcome on the stage.
Thank you. I'm Pavel Diakov, and I'd like to tell you a story of the labor of our love. Zest, a social media application that uses augmented reality to make us contact each other. The augmented reality is a great market. There are a lot of sub-market of social media, but no one for augmented reality yet. We thought about it, and this is what we came up with. Zest is a social media that allows you to use your smartphone camera, to point your camera on whatever object is interesting to you, and leave a simple augmented reality sticker, and leave a comment if you feel like it. You can just go around and leave your virtual stickers on everything that is interesting for you, just on any objects, complicated or simple, of any scale or of any size. And interesting thing starts when you, like this girl, discover marks, discover stickers that were left by other users. You can, as you can see here, you can get in touch with other users, leave comments, get into conversations, and even get into small local communities, virtual local communities, and stay in touch with other users as long as you want, based on what is interesting for you. The idea won us Kingston Bright Ideas competition prize back in 2017, and we understood that it's time to act. But there was no technology that allowed us to recognize just any object. So we came up with our own. A technology that based on the same principle, associations principle that uses that our brains uses when we encounter some new object. So, at long last, we can make just any object interactive. Almost anything, you name it. And since then, we've listened a lot to our users. And based on user feedback, we created one of the best in its kind social media applications that allows you to look on things, but see your friends. People like to have an excuse to discover the world, to go around and find new people. And with our great team that worked on some of the on mobile project for some of the largest Russian companies, we can make our vision happen. And our vision is...
Time is up.
Thank you. The world
Time is up.
Fully interactive.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
That's all.
Thank
Please
you.
stop the video. Thank you very much. The time is up. Sorry that I disturbed you. The question.
With consumer applications like yours, like Instagram, it's really hard to say whether it's going to work or not unless we see the initial traction and data.
Yes.
You've been around for some time. What is your traction? What is your daily usage? What is the number of active users, and what is the growth rate weekly?
Thank you for this question, and thank you for bringing up the Instagram thing. I know that a modern world of social media is highly competitive, and we don't try to make something better. We try to make something different, and our social model is really different. We are not to contact your friends, not to contact the people that you already know. We are a social media app to bring up things that you have in common with people that are around. And back to the second part of your question. We had a really small closed beta in Gomel because we are still in development. And it was like for hundreds of people, not even thousands. But it was strikingly good for us. People who came at the really earliest of stages, when we had just a simple tool that allows you to create a mark and nothing else. Those people are still with us. Those people that are still with us, those people still get to us. They still use our application, and around our office there are like hundreds of marks. They are there once they are created, And when I walk around our office, everything is interactive. Some sightseeing things, from sightseeing things to dishes in our restaurant. They just bring me like almost anything, and I point my camera and read comments from my friends, and I just can transform the feeling. If you want to try it, here today, we and our users created 61 marks, and almost any demo stand down there was interactive, and a lot of stands had a feedback from our users there. And some of the users collected. Okay, thank you.
There's one word you haven't mentioned, which is money.
Yes, thank you for asking it.
So this is, you do it for the sake of art, or where is the money there?
Thank you for these questions. I didn't include it because I knew you would ask it. Social media, large social media make a lot of money on advertising.
Very short, please. Very short.
Advertising is a great option for us also, but what we aspire to achieve is freemium social media. When we just essentially selling hats, selling cosmetic stuff for this, those virtual stickers. And people, when everyone has like stickers that look more or less like one another, people will pay some small money, but frequently for this. And there are, you name it, a lot of freemium things that live on this model. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Round of applause. It was our last Startup Zest. Thank you. All right, so that's all. The startup competition is over. May a round of applause for it. Yes. But of course, we need to know who will be the winner. I remind our judges that you need to vote in your links. We send you the links where you should vote. And please, right now, you can discuss it, of course, together. Ira will show you. Ira will show you the place where you can discuss it, and of course, sign the huge checks for the winners. And for those who will stay with us, right now we'll have an interaction section with Gustav Alstromer, partner at Y Combinator, previous product lead and growth at Airbnb. So please stay here before our judges will show up the winners of the startup competition at Venture Day Minsk 2019. So thank you very much. Be with us. Thank you very much for our judges. Let's give a round of applause to our judges. They go to their place. Yep. Thank you. Here we'll show you where the place. All right. So Gustav will join us via Skype or via Zoom. He will show up on this stage on our screens. Yeah, don't go too far. I think you all have like some questions to partner of Y Combinator, one of the leading accelerators in the US. Just give us 1 minute to call him. All right. So, by the way, for those who are stay with us, what is the best startup for your opinion? Like first, second, or even if you know the whole names? Oh, first one was like, let's do some like our own voting system. Okay, I will find the name of all startups. They are somewhere here. Nope. I forgot my, okay. Where is the list of the startups? Okay, so I tell you the name of the startup and you like give me a round of applause or yelling or screaming, etc. So first one was RocketDAO. Yeah, nice. That's pretty good. Second one, Pythia. Yeah, Pythia. Yeah, who? Flyser. Yeah, these guys with this cool stuff. Artyline. Yes. Rocket DAO, are you coming with your friends, families, and fools? All right. VillaTular. Yes, guys, cool. Giveaway. All right. All right. Digi Options. They come to us from Berlin. Yes, you did actually a great job that come to us. Thank you very much that you joined us and you come up to the stage and show us your startup. Thank you. AIVIA. Yes, support them. They good. Glufee. Yeah, that's right. I love you. I love it. That's why you're like prizing the books all over and give away, because you're an energetic and positive person who support everyone. It's actually a great guy because we need to support each other. You're sitting here, you also came into the stage, you know how it's nervous, so why you don't support others? Be more polite, be more kind to each other. And of course, the last one was Zest. All right, so, okay, of course, for our own opinion, for our own matters, Rocket DAO is like a leading startup. We will see what's decided in our jury panel and whom are they going to give the first place and the first prize. And I remind you that is the full covered US study tour to the United States, actually. It's pretty cool. All right, so where is Gustav? Is Gustav with us? Yep. Try to speak.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, awesome. Can you guys see me as well? So I'm going to turn on my presentation.
You're already on the screen, so you can like tell with the audience.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, and I apologize for the delay in getting on stage. I'm super excited to talk to you guys all in Belarus. My name is Gustav. I am originally from Sweden, and I work as a partner at Y Combinator in Mountain View and San Francisco, here in the US. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to give roughly a brief introduction about Y Combinator, what we do, for those of you who don't know what we do. And I'm happy, if there's time in the end, to take a couple questions. So Y Combinator has been around since 2005. We are a program that funds startups. Since 2005, we've funded over 2,000 startups. Some of the more famous ones you might have already heard of, so Airbnb, Dropbox, Stripe, Instacart, Quora, Twitch. Those are some of the companies we funded. All of these companies went through the program at some point in the last 15 years. The combined value of all our companies is over 100 billion, and that's not the most important number here, but I'm going to go kind of give you a brief walkthrough on sort of like how our program works. So we fund all kinds of companies, everything from consumer to hardware and biotech to aerospace companies. While the program started sort of specifically focusing on software companies, since then we've funded a lot more companies in a lot broader areas. So I think what we've seen in the last 5 to 7 years is software is entering sort of every single aspect of the startup ecosystem, which means we're there as well. So we funded a lot more companies than just software. About 30% of the companies that we fund are from outside the US. Some of those companies stay in the US after the program. Some of the companies will go back to where they came from. Some questions we always get is sort of like, how far along do you have to be when you apply to Y Combinator? The truth is that of the companies that we accept, about 60% of them have not launched at all their products when they apply, when we accept them. And 40% of the companies we accept have raised money, So if you are running a company, you're thinking about sort of like applying, if you haven't launched, it's sort of like the most common case for the people that apply to YC. So that's the kind of stage that we're the best in. Just give you a bit idea of sort of how Y Combinator works. So we invest $150,000 or 7% equity. We do that on an instrument that we call SAFE, and many of the companies in the US have now kind of switched to investing on SAFEs. SAFE is a very, very simple way to raise funding. It doesn't really require any lawyers or a lot of time. So nearly all of the funding at sort of our demo day is raised on the same principle. Once you apply to YC, you apply through an online form on apply.ycombinator.com. From those, I think last batch we said we had something like 10,000 applications. From those applications, we invite somewhere between 500 and 1,000 people to California, to Mountain View, to interview with us in person. And then we have a very short interview. We ask a lot of questions, and then we decide if you want to invest on the same day. So if you get into Y Combinator, we'll give you a call on the same day and say, we want to invest $150,000 for 7%. And that's the same process that we've been running from the very beginning of the program. The program goes twice a year. So we have a program in January through March and one through June through August. And that is in Mountain View in California and partly also in San Francisco, California. And during that program, you work closely with a couple of Y Combinator partners. So typically we have a couple of different groups that companies join, and each group has a couple of Y Combinator partners. Nearly all of the Y Combinator partners are former YC founders that have started their own companies. So Michael, for example, was one of the founders of Twitch, and almost every one of the other partners have started companies before. We funded at least 2 Velotooler companies before, Verify in 2017 and Invocable, used to be called Storyline, in 2018. So we have already funded companies from Belarus. All of the companies, so the most likely outcome when you start a company that is probably going to fail. It is incredibly difficult to run a company. I would like to argue that the Y Combinator sort of like data suggests that the YC companies are much more likely to succeed than a typical funded company. What we've seen in our data is about 70% of the companies we've ever founded are still alive. And last year we managed many Series A's of companies raising additional funding out of the companies that we've previously seed funded. So just an idea of what happens during the batch. So the concept of the batch has not changed dramatically since the beginning of YC. The main aspects of the batch is we have a weekly dinner where all the founders meet and have dinner together. After that dinner, we have some awesome speakers. So those talks are off the record, which is why they're not online. They are talks from the founders of, say, Shopify or WhatsApp or many of the most successful Y Combinator companies like AIVIA and Coinbase. We have specific focuses on sort of like the specific product feedback and helping founders with the products they're working on. And then we have a bootcamp in the beginning of the program. And before the dinners of each week, we have something that we call group office hours, which is sort of our own concept of how we help founders in a smaller group setting. At the end of the program, we have a demo day. Demo day is something we've been doing since the very beginning of the program. Demo day, basically you get to present to, I think the last demo day had over 1,000 investors that went towards. And at the end of demo day, there's like a month or two of fundraising, and most of the companies will do really well there. So our most recent data suggests that about 80% of the companies that do the Y Combinator program and demo day will raise money in the 6 months after demo day. And the average company raised about $1 million. We have more information about sort of like what the average numbers on our blog. There's a lot more information about this. We also offer something we call Startup School. So Startup School, you might or might not be familiar with, it's an online 10-week course for founders. It's completely free. We don't take any equity. We don't charge any fees. And companies can join any way they want. The startup school works very similar to Y Combinator, but it's all online. And we have weekly meetings with other startups. We have about 150 of our alumni founders as mentors that helps these companies that apply. And in the last batch, we gave away 100 grants of $10,000 to 100 different companies, in addition to the program. And we plan to offer this at least once a year going forward. So Startup School has been a huge success. We're going to do a lot more with Startup School. So if you don't think you want to come to Mountain View, Startup School is a really awesome way to participate. So the deadline for the next batch, which is the summer of 2019, has already passed. It doesn't really matter. You can still apply. We accept late applications, which means if you apply today or the next week, that means we will take it. We will read it, and we will consider it for the next batch. The next batch starts on June 1st. It goes 3 months. The most important thing to keep in mind is you can still apply even though you still have an idea and you're still very early. One of the misconceptions about YC is we only accept companies that are stage. This is not really true. So, like I said earlier, the thing that we care more about than anything else is the founders, the background of the founders, the ability of the founders, and we think the founders will be successful, which means that company does not have to be very far along or far along at all for us to consider them. So happy to take questions about YC. If you have specific questions about sort of like our funding process, you can go to apply. You can email apply@ycombinator.com or go to ycombinator.com/FAQ. We have lots of questions about sort of like the application process. The core basic thesis about YC is that you don't really need to know us. You don't need to know other investors to apply. It's equal access for everyone in the entire world. And as a result of that, I think today like 30–40% of the companies that are getting to YC are from the rest of the world, so from the entire world. Cool. If we have time for questions, I'm happy to take questions. Yeah.
Do you hear us? Thank you very much for such an overview. We think we are happy to have and to ask questions to you, actually, but we are running out of time, your time, first of all. Thank you very much for such an overview, and still keep in touch. And next November, this November, we are hosting and organizing Global Entrepreneurship Week, and we'll be glad to host you here in Minsk in order to get involved in the community.
Sorry, was that a question? I could not hear it. I'm sorry.
So thank you, and let's keep in touch and continue the conference with the award ceremony.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
That's all. Gustav is not with us already, but I think let's make him applause. I truly believe in energy, and if we will right now applause to Gustav because he joined us for a little bit time with some technical troubles, but let's applause him, and somewhere in the middle of US he will like feel our energy. So please, your applause to Gustav. Yes. Okay, as you can see, we have already here huge checks for our winners, and we just need Maurice. Yes, Maurice? Yes, we need you here. We have two grand prizes. First prize, we will start from the second one, and we'll start from Maurice. So Maurice, the floor is yours. Tell your feelings, emotions, and thoughts about the startup competition. What was good? What maybe not pretty good? And then please tell us who will go to Berlin to get in the ring finals for the second place of our startup competition. Right? Please, your applause.
Thank you very much. Maybe some words about the process itself. So we had the opportunity to look at all the pitches, of course, and the general, let's say, insights we shared was that there are good companies out there, and you're all winners, of course, but there can only be a few that get a prize. But what we also would like to challenge you is that if you think one of the judges could be a potential investor or partner or whatever, please reach out to us. We're here also to help you. And yeah, if you don't ask, we can't help you. So keep that in mind. Now, the quality was, as mentioned earlier, it's good. And we see also international potential for all of them. But there are two winners, and they both have the opportunity to go in the short run international. The details of visiting our neighboring country, Germany, I don't know exactly, to be honest, but you can reach out to the organization to get it. But one of the winners is giveaway. Here you are.
It is the winner of Startup Competition at Venture Day Minsk 2019.
Congratulations.
You're going to Berlin in June.
I think
so. Yes, please. This applause is for you. Please support them. It's one of the best at our startup competitions. Don't go too far. And I would like to welcome on the stage Robert Newert from 500 Startups, who will tell us who will be like the first one, the best of the best of the best. You're welcome.
All right. So first of all, the decision was actually very hard. There are a lot of good companies here, but ultimately we had to pick one that we felt was the most qualified and we thought would also get a tremendous benefit from visiting United States. So I'd like to announce the winner, and the winner is Artyline.
Artiline is the winner. So Venture Day Minsk Startup Competition. And they're getting to the study tour, to the full cover study tour to the USA. So a round of applause. Please don't stop the applause because, of course, they deserve it. They deserve this applause from you, guys. And like both of you and with our speakers, like go to straight. Yeah, all other judges. Please, John, Juan, choose. Where are you? Oh.